Hi everyone, here we are again with this grammar series. So let's talk about past tenses. As you see, grammar can be really fun. Let's study the principal ways of talking about the past. The simpler one is the simple past. Now, we talk about a finished action in the past. And in this case, we use the simple past, which structure is really simple. We have the subject, the verb in past, remember the past, the second column, and the object of the sentence, or not, yes? For example, I played. Okay, that is a complete sentence. Okay. Oh, here I have a very good example. Last year, I won an Oscar. Yes, I had some issues with makeup. That's why my skin is different color. Okay, so for background information, we use the past continuous. What is background information? An action in development in the past. Imagine this. I was studying and my family were playing a board game, for example. Yeah, it's a background action. Well, the structure of the past continuous, you use it correctly, so let's just revise it. We use the verb to be, which is was or were in the past. Was is used with I, he, she, and it. And were is used with you, we, plural you, and they. And the verb in with ing. I was playing, I wasn't playing, was I playing? That is the past continuous. Let's read an example. In the picture, I was drinking mate in Maldivas. Beautiful place. Okay, to mention an event that happened before another, we use the past perfect. Think that we are telling a story and we want to mention something that had happened before. For example, when I arrived, he had already gone. Yes, he had gone before I arrived. Here we have the example of conjugation of the verb work. But it's very simple because it's the same for all the persons. We use the had, person, had, and the verb in the third column, the participle. Yeah? So I had worked, you had worked, he, she, or it had worked, we had worked, you had worked, and they had worked. Okay, oh, I spoke too much. Well, to make the negative, just we add a note, and for question, we make the inversion. We move the had to the beginning and then the person. Let's look at an example. When I met Jose Saramago, he had already written blindness. Oh, what a friendship with Jose. Yeah, it was a very long friendship. Yes, one of my favorite authors. He had already written, yeah, it had happened in the past. What are participle clauses? A clause is a semi-sentence, something shorter than a sentence. So we can express a background situation or something in the past or two actions that happen at the same time or one after the other with these clauses. We use the words after if we want to talk about one after the other, of course, before or while, yeah, remember, before, while, at the same time, or after. The verb in a participle, the subject, and the verb. In participle, no, sorry, actually it's verb with ing. Yes, like after buying, let's make the correction, live correction. It's not very participle. It's verb with ing. Okay, I was not writing. let's make it super clear. Not very participle. It's very with ing. Yes. So we use after, for example, buying that, we decided to do something different. Okay. Let's see an example. After buying our house in Miami, this one, the second I think it was, my family and I spent the summer there. And you see, after buying, so first I bought the house and then I spent the summer there. So this is the clause. We can also say before. Before traveling, we visited someone. Or while, if it happened at the same time. While studying, I used to work, or I worked. Okay. Let's talk now about habits in the past. We use the expression used to talk about a habit regarding an action, yes, or a state, like I used to live somewhere. Or like the example, I used to think like that. Well, think is kind of an action, but in your brain. But we can use for an action or for a state. Both are okay. I used to live there. I used to work in that school. I used to, I don't know, go to that club, and etc. etc. We can use used to with habits or states. But what happens with the word would? Well, would is for habits, actions. We cannot say, for example, I would live there, because it has another meaning, nothing to do with this past habit. So he could spend an action the whole afternoon reading. Then we can also use past continuous to talk about an action, sorry, a habit or a repeated action in the past. Like she was always singing. Okay, let's see some examples of this. Oh, what a memory. I used to spend the summer in Polynesia. It was very relaxing. I would commute with my friend George. Remember the goal commute, go to your job and back. My daughter, here you can see her face, was always organizing parties in my living. So there you have the three examples of how to talk about habits in the past. Well, I will also upload you the PDF so that you can read and revise, but these are the basics of the past expressions, the uses of the past tenses. See you next.